Okay, so just coming to a nice seat in your chair. Today, if you're feeling a little mellower and you want this to be more like a shavasana starting out, feel free to lean back in your chair. Otherwise, if you're feeling pretty good, not experiencing that mid-afternoon slump, go ahead and sit a little taller in your chair. Just find those sit bones, really root down there. And then just peek at your feet. So we want to make sure that we're landing with our knees over our ankles approximately. As always, you're welcome to place a block between your feet or your thighs if that feels good in your body. It can just give us some nice feedback sometimes. And then let's just take our hands on our thighs. And then right away, allow your eyelids to close. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go, ha. Again, smooth, full, deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go, ha. One more time like that. Smooth, deep, full inhale. And let the breath go, ha. And then start to inhale through your nose and also exhale through your nose. Really bring your attention to your breath. It might take several rounds of breath before you get there completely. So you'll be distracted by sounds happening in the room you're in. You'll be distracted by thoughts coming in and out of your mind. So it can definitely take a little bit of time to settle. That's okay. Just move into that space. As you start to become more aware of your breath, also start to bring some awareness to your body, to how things are feeling. So just kind of doing a little scan. Are there places that are feeling a little tight, a little tender today? Places that are feeling a little stuck? And conversely, are there places that are feeling pretty good? You're feeling some length, some height in your body, some space, some ease. So observe it all. And then just be here quietly for a few moments. That's such a special part of our practice, these beginnings and endings, where we're taking this opportunity to slow down, to check in, and especially to connect with the breath. As you're here, you might start to notice some tension in the shoulders. They might start to creep up around your ears. Just soften them down. Good. You can just keep your eyes closed here. Release your arms by your sides. So palms face forward. So you're getting a little external rotation at the top of the shoulder. So there's that spaciousness, that openness across your heart and chest. And then we inhale, reach the arms out and up. And as we exhale, just bring palms down towards heart center. We're going to do that a few times. So release hands down. Inhale, take up space. Stretch up. This should feel really nice. Kind of like this big yawn, full body yawn. Exhale through heart center, hands release down. Let's do 3 more, just moving with your breath. Just gently starting to warm up the shoulder girdle here. Then on your third round, you can just pause with your palms together at your heart. You can gently bow your head. Maybe set a little intention for the practice ahead, for the spring season ahead. Maybe there's a quality that you're wanting to fall into your life. Maybe there's something you're wanting to let go of. So just be with one or both of those ideas for a moment. Good. You can gently blink your eyes open, release your hands to your thighs. So if you're leaning back in your chair, go ahead and sit forward. Hi, Martha. So find those sit bones again, really anchor down there, root into your feet. Good. Feel this lengthening through the sides of the waist, and then just some simple, gentle cat cow here. So as you inhale, you rock forward on your sit bones. Shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. Sternum lifts up towards the ceiling. It's like a cobra pose. And then as we exhale, chin towards chest, rocking to the back of the sit bones. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling, rounding in. And you continue like this at your pace. So you're just finding that sweet spot for you today. Often, if we're a little tired, it feels good to speed things up a bit. If you're feeling a little anxious, a little overwhelmed, like there's a lot to get done, maybe you slow the breath down and see if that has a nice calming quality. And as we continue with this cat cow stretching, you're paying attention to your spine. So again, just noticing where am I open? Where am I feeling a little tighter today? And just notice how that changes with each of these positions as well. All right, so let's just start to make some little circles in that pelvic girdle. It could be small, big, and start small and then start to make them a little bigger. Shoulders can dip, head and chin can dip. So just explore the movement in your body. Let's start to switch directions. Really nice work, everybody. So start to make these circles a little smaller. Find your nice tall Tadasana. Release your arms by your side. Just make any little adjustments that you need to here. So our shoulders are stacking over hips, knees are stacking over ankles. All right, and then just a little side to side stretching and flow. So inhale, lean to the right, left arm up and over. Exhale, release that arm down. Beautiful. Inhale, right arm. Good. Exhale, release. So let's just continue like this and just finding a little flow, a little movement. Kind of helps to bring a little energy to the body, to the brain, and also have this really nice calming quality at the same time. And all of this while we're opening up the side body. Good work. Let's do a few more to each side. Good. And then the next time you're leaning off to the right, just hang out there. Let that left sit bone get a little heavier. That might mean that you have to back out of the pose a little bit. Welcome, Amy. Maybe you're starting to bring your gaze up underneath that top arm. You're feeling a little gentle twisting of these right ribs up towards the ceiling. Even here, can you get both shoulder blades to release down your back? It's like great. Really nice. Good. Exhale, release. And then inhale. That right arm reaches up and over. Anchor down into that right sit bone. Let the shoulders release down. My left shoulder was just creeping up real good there. And then as you twist these left ribs slightly up, even if that's just an idea, maybe you start to bring your gaze up underneath that top arm if it feels okay. Good. Let's exhale. Go ahead and come up to a nice tall seat. And then you can bring your hands to your thighs again. Let's just start to exhale, tuck chin towards chest. Shoulders releasing down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dropping chin towards chest. Good. Inhale, lift. Couple more like this. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Just holding here. So keeping that breath smooth, steady. Inhale and exhale, nice and even. Feeling this stretch in the back of the neck. Starting out, I always find that it's a little challenging. These muscles want to grip, they want to hold. So sometimes that means you need to just back out a little bit so they can start to find a little space. Few more breaths here. Good, let's inhale, lift the chin. And it's just the same thing. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to the right. Just kind of warming up these scalene muscles on the left side of the neck. Inhale, back to center. A few more. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And then just hanging out here. Pretend somebody's just gently pressing down on your shoulders. Then put your brain in this left side of your neck. Be quite intense. Back out a little bit if you need to. And keep that breath moving, particularly if this is a little harder in your body, if you've started to hold the breath. So let's start to keep the right ear towards the chest or towards the ear, but maybe start to tuck your chin towards your chest. So it's kind of at an angle. It's going to bring it to the backs of the shoulders a little more. Good work. Untuck your chin. As you inhale, come to center. And we exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale up to center. Good. Exhale. Inhale up. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. And then we exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And we hang here. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. You're paying attention to how this right side of your neck is feeling and trying to keep the shoulder blades just releasing down your back. And then you stay in this head tilt, but perhaps start to tuck your chin towards your chest and get curious about how that changes where you're getting the sensation in your body. And as always, these variations or steps further that you can take. If you go there on any given day and it doesn't feel good, if it feels too intense, you skip it. You just go back to where you were. So we're always making these modifications. Our yoga practice, we're doing the same poses all the time, but it always looks a little bit different. Really nice. So go ahead and just untuck your chin. Inhale to center. And then nice and easy, before we do this, let's just roll the shoulders out again. That should feel pretty nice after stretching out those scalene muscles. We've already done this before. So just observe how it feels differently after having warmed up a little bit, particularly the neck. You might be getting less crunches. All right, so just one final thing with the neck here. So go ahead and bring your hands back to your thighs. You're sitting nice and tall. So let's just do some little semicircles here. You can just kind of move with the breath. Maybe there's little places where you want to pause. And if you wanted to explore this full range of motion here, you can play with this. Maybe you do some full circles. So you allow your head to drop back behind you. Again, feel free to play with that. If you go there and it just doesn't feel good in your body, you skip it. And also just be sure to switch directions if you're doing that. Make sure you're breathing. Good. And then just come back to your nice tall seat. Make sure that your chin is parallel to the earth. All right. So let's go ahead and inhale. Take the arms out wide. So wrists in line with your shoulders. Firm the muscle to bone in your arms. So they're really active. Deep inhale. Exhale. Little twist to the right. And then just go ahead and release hands down. So left hand to the inside of that left thigh. For some of us, it might come to the outside of the right thigh. Kind of just depends what's going on for you today. Even here, can you still continue to press into both your sit bones? So you're anchoring down there, you're feeling really grounded and rooted. That rooted feeling helps you to find that length through the sides of your waist. And it also helps you, gives you that like central point around which you're twisting. So you're wrapping those left ribs to the right. And check in with shoulder blades again, make sure that they're releasing down your back. Good, deep inhale. As you exhale, you unwind. Inhale, reach the arms out. Good. Exhale, twist to the left. And again, just release the hands down. The side might look a little different. So lots of options. So for the most part, we're really generating this movement from the upper body and the torso, legs, more or less just staying where they're at. Good. Deep inhale. And let's exhale, unwind. So back to your mountain pose, your Tadasana. So we're going to move into some of our Ardha Namaskaras, and then we'll play with doing some more full sun salutes. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my second chair. So if you're using a table or a chair in front of you, you can set that up in front of you. We're not going to use it right away, but we are moving there shortly. So, and also if you have blocks, these can be nice by the outer edges of your feet. If you're using a chair, you are welcome to either set it up so that the chair part is facing towards you. So that's going to give you a little more height. You could also flip it around or to press palms down into the seat of the chair. All right. And just make sure that you do have enough room so that we can just do some of our Ardha Namaskaras. So folding into the Uttanasana. All right. Good. So just nice and basic, these first, 3 or 4 rounds. You can release your arms by your side. Inhale, you can take the arms out or up, whatever feels best in your body. Sometimes that's dictated by the space that we're practicing in. As you exhale, swan dive in, or maybe you use your hands to help you roll all the way in to your Uttanasana. This is where blocks can be really lovely. So you inhale, you can press your hands into blocks or hands on shins or thighs. Chest lengthens forward, gaze comes forward, elbow squeeze in, little cobra pose feeling. Exhale, we release back down. As you inhale, you can slowly roll on up. You can take that reverse swan dive out. And as we exhale, we pull palms towards heart center. Good. Inhaling, Uttita Hastasana into Dasana, extended mountain pose. Exhale into our deep forward fold. Uttanasana, these look lovely. Inhale into our Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. As you inhale, root into your sit bones, root into your feet. Grow tall through the sides of your waist. Inhaling, reaching up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. So let's just do 3 more of these, just moving nice and easy with the breath, taking your time. If this feels like, you've done enough, you could just simply come back to your cat-cow. You also might just sit quietly in meditation. There's no rush. Just letting these feel really good. You're finding lots of space and gracefulness inside your body. These look really lovely. Essentially, as always, I just think they're like daily vitamins. They're wonderful to do. They're always like a little pick me up. They help you to find space and ease in your body. They can give you a little boost of energy. All right. So when you make your way back to your mountain pose, just pause with your palms together at your heart. You can either gaze down at your fingers or close your eyes. Just take stock of how you're feeling right now. You might feel your heart beating a little faster. You might be feeling some heat inside your body. So these are all good things. Just enjoy where you're at. And then let's blink our eyes open. So we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So let's approach this by inhaling, stretching the arms up. Spin your palms to face forward. Good. And then you're going to hinge forward. You might have to adjust your chair a little bit. So getting the heels of your hands to land on your the seat the chair of the chair. I don't know what this is called. Or maybe your palms are pressing down into the seat of the chair or a table in front of you. So both are good. A little higher, you're going to feel a little more space. So that might even be a good way to just start out. We'll do a few of these. Wherever you're at, I want you to gently spread your fingers and then really anchor down. Your ears are in line with your biceps. As you press down into your hands, if you press down into those knuckles, if your hand is flat on a surface, it's going to help you to engage the muscles in your arms. You can even think of inner arm, your bicep, wrapping towards your outer arm, your tricep. As you find that action, you're going to notice that you start to widen across the backs of the shoulders. And let's just take a couple more breaths here. You can just gaze an inch or two in front of your toes. And then to come out of this, you could do like a little reverse kind of swan dive or reach forward and roll on up. Most of us are probably going to feel better taking one hand to your thigh, then the other, and you can just give the legs a little press to come on up. And then we just pause here a moment, take a couple of breaths, and just notice how you're feeling. So downward dogs are a form of inversion as well. So you might even get a little lightheaded coming up. Let's go ahead and just move into a second one here. All right, so get inhale, arms reach up. Spin your palms to face forward. Already find that action in your arms. You're just like pressing them even though they're in the air. Keep your spine long. Really press into your sit bones so they're anchoring you. They're reaching back. And then you find that chair and you find your breath. That inhale through the nose, that exhale through the nose. And then again, make your way out of this however feels good. So one hand to thigh and the other. Press on up. Good. Take a few breaths here. Really just keep your gaze soft and gentle, but see what's in front of you. Just notice it. All right, so let's just find a little flow here with this. So we're gonna just incorporate some other moves into this. So let's release our arms by our side. We're gonna inhale, take the arms up. Now find a little side stretch here. So exhale, release your right hand down. The left arm reaches up and over. Yeah. Inhale up to center. Good. Exhale, side bend to the left. We inhale up to center. Spin your palms to face forward as you exhale, nice and slow. Use that full exhale to land in your downward dog. Let's take a nice deep inhale here, root down into your hands. Good, full exhale. And then if you've got your blocks, you're just gonna bring one hand to the block, then the other, or hands to shins or thighs. On your inhale, lengthen forward. So we're coming to this cobra pose. As you exhale, fold all the way in, back of the neck long and even. And then inhale, come back up, whatever that looks like in your body. Beautiful. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Nice work. So more of a full sun salute there. Let's release the hands down again. Inhale, arms reach out and up. We're going to side bend to the left this time. So as you exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale up to center. And exhale, side bend to the right. Beautiful work. Inhale up. Bring your palms to face forward. Already find that activity in your arms. So they're working hard. So when they land on your chair, the muscles are already engaged. Inhale. Full exhale. Good. Another inhale here. And then exhale, hands to your blocks or shins or thighs. Inhale, find that extension through both sides of the waist. Gaze comes forward. Gorgeous work. As you exhale, fold on in. And inhale, press down so that you can rise up. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's do one more complete round like that. So releasing arms by your sides. Inhale, reach. Good, let's do this side bend a little different this time. So grab your left wrist with your right fingers, pull up, and then exhale off to the right. It might feel a little different. Inhale up to center. Left fingertips to right wrist, pull up, and exhale to the left. Good, inhale up to center, press palms forward, activate the arms firm, muscle to bone. As you exhale, keep that length. Find your downward dog. We got a few breaths here. Notice how spacious your spine is feeling here as we've warmed it up. So nice deep inhale. Full complete exhale. One more inhale. Good, and then you're gonna exhale your hands to your block. Inhale, lengthen forward. And actually, let's just hang out here. Let's take this for a couple of breaths. I want you to see if you can pull your shoulder heads back a little more. So this is definitely, approximating the shape of our cobra pose or even our upward facing dog pose. The arms are really strong and active. There's this openness, this width across the collarbones. And then back of the neck is nice and long. You're just gazing forward. Anchoring into your sit bones here too. One more deep inhale. Good. As you exhale, fold in. And then let's be here for a few breaths as well. So you might want to release your hands down to the floor. You can keep them on the blocks. Think chin releasing towards chest here. Back of the neck nice and long. Breath smooth and steady. Good. From here, you're going to slowly start to roll on up. You can use hands on thighs to help you find that. Just take your time. Landing in your mountain pose, hands on thighs. You might feel a little head rush after that deep forward fold, holding that. And just take a few breaths here. Reacclimate. Good. If your eyes are closed, just blink them open. Good work. So let's use our chair for one more little pose, little twist. So you're gonna probably want to bring it a little bit closer. So we're gonna play with a version of our twisted triangle pose. So a few different options here in regards to your legs. Let me move this block out of the way so you can see what's going on. So you might just stay here exactly as you are. So another option would be to, let's see, I'm going to twist to, how do I want to do this? All right, so option one, you could extend, let's do this actually different. So if you would like to take your left leg on your chair, you're welcome to do that. The other option would be to take that leg straight on the floor. All right. So if you're here and you're feeling stable, I realize it's kind of hard to see with these tights on. I'm sorry about that. So you might extend your right leg to straight too. So you're only doing that if you have left leg on top of the chair. Otherwise, you're here or here. So all good places to be. All right. So let's inhale, stretch the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to take the arms out wide. We're going to find that twist again. So deep inhale. Exhale, you're going to twist to the left. All right. And so you might take your left hand, or right hand rather, to the outside of your left thigh, and then start to lift this left arm. And you might be hinging forward a little bit too, kind of just depending upon flexibility, length of the bones. These look great. You might be forward folding a little more. So particularly if you've got this left leg either straight on the floor or straight on the chair, you're going to be feeling a nice little hamstring stretch. So Parivrita Trikonasana, twisted triangle pose, not easy. I'm going to take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to unwind, and let's just take a little forward fold. And again, whatever you're using in front of you can be nice. Just a place to put your hands. Trying to keep the spine pretty long. A little feeling of cobra pose in the upper body, even though we're forward folding. And then from here, gonna make our way back up. So if you have that right leg extended, bend that knee. Left leg extended or on the chair. Again, bend the knee, just find your nice mountain pose. As we move into the second side, just know that it might look different than the other side. That's absolutely fine. So, option one, stay here like this. Option two, maybe you extend your right leg to straight. Maybe you can put that leg on a chair in front of you. Excuse me. And then final option here is to extend your left leg to straight as well. So both hip bones are facing forward. We're in a neutral pose. Inhale, take the arms out and up. As you exhale, take the arms out wide. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale. Just twist to the right. Good. And you could stay pretty upright. Maybe you hinge forward any amount. And you start to feel the sensation in this right hamstring. For a lot of us, it can be really intense. It's a big muscle. Breath is smooth and steady. You can use your exhale to help you wrap in a little deeper. It might just be a thought. Good. Deep inhale. And then exhale. We just unwind. And again, you can find a little forward fold here. So just hinging forward is your hips any amount. Keeping that breath smooth and steady. As you inhale, you can start to press your way back up. All right, so if that left leg is extended, bend the knee, and then right leg on chair or extended, bend that knee. Good. Feel this Tadasana. So we're nice and warm. We've made it through class here. Notice how this seat feels different than it did at the beginning of class. Maybe it feels a little easier. Maybe there's a little more space. So holding on to all of this space you've created, allow your eyelids to close. And let's take a nice, smooth, deep inhale together through the nose. Exhale through your nose. And then inhale to the count of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry about that. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 more complete rounds on your own. When you're finished, there's no rush getting there. You just start to move toward the final resting pose. So some sort of shavasana. You might just stay exactly as you are, but sort of just shift gears mentally. So you're moving more towards relaxation, towards surrendering, towards letting go, giving your body, your brain an opportunity to absorb the work that we've done this past hour together. And just be in a place where you feel comfortable and easy, whatever that looks like. Asato ma satgamaya. Tamasoma joy tirgamaya. Mrityomamritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Mm. Let your next inhale be deeper. And you can open your mouth sigh, the breath out, ha. Start to bring some gentle movement back to your body. So circle ankles, wrists, wiggle fingers, toes, stretch out, whatever feels good to you here. Just bringing your awareness back to your body. You will eventually land with your hands in a pile on top of your heart. Sending yourself love and gratitude, sending each other love and gratitude, sending our bodies love and gratitude. And promising yourself you're going to carry this good feeling with you into the rest of the day and week ahead. And finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful work today. Thank you.